you're not gonna copy paste anymore, and then you're not gonna use anyone's skills. It's very simple. The way you do it is gonna click, it's gonna make sense, because you don't want to sound like everyone else on the internet. You don't want your website to be like everyone else on the internet. You don't want your post, your captions, your anything. If you copy paste and if you use skills that are ready made, that are personalized for a niche or for something, they will all sound the same. Now, the way you build a skill for you is very different, and nobody wants to teach you that. Today, I'm gonna teach you the few steps that you need to make to actually build the skill for you. I'll just give you an example. We are writing a caption. When you say write a caption, we'll give you very bad answers. So we're gonna test it out. Here we go. We just run Claude. This is a completely new session. And let's say create a caption. Create a caption for my Instagram about AI. Do something similar to this. Now, a lot of people do something similar to this, which is exactly what I was talking about. Now, he has the emoji. He doesn't have 30 hashtags. He has the hashtags that he probably doesn't even relate to me or my business. Could be anyone's. That's for sure. Anyone can use that. Now, as an analogy, this is the perfect example. You can't write a recipe without even cooking the meal. So you need to cook the meal, see how it tastes, and then you can write the recipe. You can say, oh, this works. Am I right or wrong? Now, so you understand, this is just a markdown file. So a skill, it's a prompt that will guide the AI to do specific things. So the way this works is when you give something related to the skill, or you trigger the skill, it will automatically load that prompt into AI, and then will do whatever is specific is in there. The way I want you to do this now is very simple. I want you to do it yourself. Whatever task you want to do, you do it with Claude, fix everything that is wrong, and then just say, build the skill based on exactly what we just did. And then you test it on a fresh chat. That's as simple as that. So let's try now. Now we give a bit more context. Now we say, this is how I sound. This is my website. This is what I do. I don't want to see emojis or M dashes in there. Here we go. Now this sounds more like me. It sounds with a domain. We don't want the domain in the caption. Now what we say, I wanted to do some research and then come up with a plan, because we don't just want to say, I want you to do 20 hashtags or 5 hashtags if it's not the right thing. If you're not focused 100% on social media, you're not gonna know all this. So you want the AI to do that, we'll learn it, and then we ask it to make it a skill. Now we just let it run. It's gonna do some research, and it's gonna come back to us, and then we're gonna ask a few more questions, and then you're gonna see the difference. Now we already did this. We asked it to do some research for us, and then we're gonna go on the next step. I say no emojis, the lines, and we actually guided the way we want. So what's working, and then the way we want. That's very important. There you go. How good was that? So now what we need to say is based on what? Now we ask it to create a skill. This is very good because we already asked it to do some research. So how we actually checking if that actually works? We're gonna close this session and we're gonna open a new session. This is completely new. And I say 5-minute controversial caption for Insta. And now what you should do, you should load the skill, AI captions, see? And now at the end, it should say keep learning. If it doesn't say keep learning, that means the skill is not up to date. It says keep learning. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 hashtags. Doesn't have no M dashes in there. Save this for later, and there's the prompt in there. So that's good. And this is actually good, and this is true. Everyone that uses GPT, they say, I don't want to go Claude. Claude is too complicated. It's not complicated at all. And then you can use this from the app itself, the desktop app as well. And here you go. You just done a few steps and then you created something for you. You don't say, if you go into skills, you can find it in here. And then you can always change and add things to it. If you run the skill generator, you're going to have to give a lot of information. This works 70%. You build it 70%. You're not gonna build it 100% because you're gonna miss things. So the way you're not gonna miss things is if you actually understand the process and then you know everything that has to be covered. For example, if it's gonna be for your email, someone else could answer the email, you need to check the full thread, you need to check the calendar. So there are a few other steps that you need to do before you check the email alone. Does it make sense? It's exactly the same for this. If you write a caption, what is the caption about? And then you're gonna add more information. So today we're talking about X, today we're talking about Y, I want to promote this, I want to promote that, this is where I'm heading, I have this product, or I have this idea. And then you will talk and create like you, and then as you go you will learn more and say, based on the last 50 generations, update the prompt that we went back and forth for the skill for the AI captions. And that's it. Now we have the skill. It's gonna do exactly what you ask it to do, and here you have it. Do the task, fix it live, just ask it to create a skill based on everything you have done in that session, and then start a fresh session, do the test. If it works, if it doesn't work, just adjust it, fix the skill, and that will be your skill. It's not gonna be a general prompt, it's not gonna be something that someone created for themselves, or someone that created broad skill that does X. This will do exactly what you need to do, and that's it. Simple as that.